like a teddy bear, a bill like a duck, it lays eggs, and it is venomous. What on earth is this thing?
That is a platypus, and it confused scientists for over 100 years.
100 years! The smartest people on the planet could not figure out what it was?
Because they did not have the right questions. Today, I am going to give you 3 questions. Just 3. And with those 3 questions, you can classify any animal on this planet in under 60 seconds, including the platypus.
Even the weird ones at Singapore Zoo?
Especially the weird ones. By the end of this video, you will have a superpower that most adults do not have. You will look at any animal and know exactly what group it belongs to and why. Let us begin. Question 1. The big divider. Does the animal have a backbone?
A backbone, like a spine?
Exactly. If yes, it is a vertebrate. If no, it is an invertebrate. This single question splits the entire animal kingdom into 2 camps.
Which camp is bigger?
Invertebrates, by a landslide. Over 97% of all animal species have no backbone. Insects, spiders, worms, jellyfish, crabs, all invertebrates.
97%. So vertebrates are actually the rare ones?
We are the special 3%. Now, question 2. For vertebrates only, does it breathe using gills at every stage of its life?
Gills? Like the slits on a fish's head?
Yes. If it breathes through gills its whole life, it is a fish. Fish are the only vertebrates that never switch to lungs. Every other vertebrate uses lungs at some point.
What about the rest? Birds, reptiles, mammals, amphibians. They all have lungs.
That brings us to question 3. What covers its body?
Feathers, scales, fur, or slimy skin?
Feathers means bird, dry scales means reptile, fur or hair means mammal. Moist, smooth skin means amphibian. That is it. 3 questions, and you have sorted any vertebrate into its group.
So back to the platypus. Backbone?
Yes, vertebrate.
Gills?
No, it breathes air with lungs.
Body covering?
Fur. Dense, waterproof fur. So the platypus is a mammal. It is a very strange mammal that lays eggs and has venom, but it is still a mammal. Fur and lungs do not lie.
What about amphibians? They seem like the odd ones out.
Amphibians are the shapeshifters. A frog starts life as a tadpole with gills, living underwater. Then it grows legs, develops lungs, and moves on to land. This dramatic change is called metamorphosis.
So amphibians actually switch from gills to lungs during their life?
Exactly. That is what makes them different from fish. Fish keep gills forever. Amphibians trade them in for lungs.
Do other animals go through metamorphosis too?
Great question. Butterflies go through complete metamorphosis. 4 stages: egg, larva, pupa, adult. The larva is a caterpillar. It builds a pupa, also called a chrysalis. Inside, its entire body breaks down and rebuilds into a butterfly.
Its entire body breaks down?
Almost completely. Now, compare that to a cockroach. A cockroach goes through incomplete metamorphosis. 3 stages: egg, nymph, adult. The nymph looks like a tiny version of the adult. No pupa stage. No dramatic body rebuild.
Let us pause here for 8 seconds. A butterfly goes through how many stages, and what are they?
Four stages: egg, larva, pupa, adult. That is complete metamorphosis. Remember, complete has the extra pupa stage. Incomplete skips it. Let us test your 3 questions at Singapore Zoo.
Starting with what?
The orangutan. Backbone? Yes. Gills? No. Body covering, hair. So it is a mammal, but here's the interesting part. Orangutans are the only great apes found in Asia, Borneo and Sumatra only.
What about the crocodile at the reptile garden?
Backbone? Yes. Gills? No. Body covering? Dry scales. Reptile. Saltwater crocodiles can grow to 6 meters, longer than most cars, and they have been around since the time of dinosaurs.
Are dinosaurs reptiles too?
Yes, and here is a PSLE level fact. Birds evolved from dinosaurs. That is why birds are sometimes called living dinosaurs. The next time you see a myna bird on your HDB corridor, you are looking at a distant relative of T-Rex.
My HDB myna is related to T-Rex. I am never chasing one away again.
Now let us walk to Sungei Buloh. See that fish flopping on the mudflat? That is a mud skipper.
A fish on land? It must be an amphibian then.
Careful! Mud skippers have gills and scales. They are fish. They can absorb some oxygen through their moist skin, but they are still classified as fish. Do not let the walking fool you.
What about those big brown things in the shallow water? Horseshoe crabs?
Despite the name, horseshoe crabs are not crabs. They are more closely related to spiders and scorpions, all invertebrates. Their blue blood is used in medicine to test for bacterial contamination.
Blue blood? That is wild. What about the butterfly garden at Changi Airport?
Over 1,000 butterflies from about 40 species. Every single one went through complete metamorphosis. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. If you visit, look for the empty chrysalis shells on the leaves.
I never knew Singapore had so many classification stories hiding in plain sight.
PSLE science loves animal classification. Here are the 4 traps that catch the most students.
Trap 1.
Is a whale a fish? It lives in the ocean. It swims. It looks like a giant fish.
I want to say fish, but I feel like this is a trick.
It is. A whale is a mammal. Backbone? Yes. Gills? No. It breathes air through a blowhole. Body covering? Smooth skin with tiny hairs. It also gives birth to live young and produces milk. Ocean habitat does not change its classification.
Trap 2. Is a bat a bird?
No, a bat is a mammal. It has fur, not feathers. It gives birth to live young. The wings are actually skin stretched between elongated finger bones. It is the only mammal that can truly fly.
Trap 3?
A question shows you a picture of a tadpole and asks what group it belongs to. Many students say fish because it lives in water and has a tail.
But it is an amphibian.
Correct! A tadpole is the larval stage of a frog. Its classification does not change just because it looks different at a younger stage. A caterpillar is still an insect, even though it looks nothing like a butterfly.
Let us pause for 8 seconds. A penguin has feathers and lays eggs. Is it a bird, a reptile, or a mammal?
A penguin is a bird. Feathers are the key, not flying ability. Penguins, ostriches, kiwis, all birds, all flightless, all have feathers.
Last trap.
The exam asks you to compare complete and incomplete metamorphosis. Use this memory trick. Complete has 4 stages and the word pupa. Incomplete has 3 stages and the word nymph. If you remember just those 2 words, pupa and nymph, you can answer any metamorphosis question.
So, what superpower did we unlock today?
3 questions to classify any vertebrate. Backbone for vertebrate versus invertebrate. Gills for fish. Body covering for the rest. Feathers means bird. Scales means reptile. Fur means mammal. Moist skin means amphibian.
And metamorphosis. Complete is 4 stages with a pupa. Incomplete is 3 stages with a nymph.
For your exam, 4 things. Whales are mammals, not fish. Bats are mammals, not birds. A tadpole is still an amphibian. Feathers define birds, not the ability to fly.
Next time I visit Singapore Zoo, I am sorting every single animal I see. 3 questions, 60 seconds each. That is my new challenge.
And you will get everyone right. If you found this useful, subscribe and turn on notifications. More PSLE Science Superpower videos are coming.